Hey VC, how's it going? Back for another video. I said I was going to keep this going, and here I am. I'm going to really try and make this work. Had the time to make a new video. Try and make one about every month, so that's what I'm doing. And every month my budget starts over, my record budget, and I buy more records, and here I am to show them to you guys. So, I guess we'll just go ahead and get started. Now, there is a new record store up in my area, which it's not new to me because the place I used to live, it was there, and they opened another store where I moved. So, really cool. The record store is called Wild Honey Records. If you're in the East Tennessee area, check it out. Always really good stuff, and I'm going to show you what I got there. So the first thing I got was Cosmos Factory by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Really great record. Used to have this a long time ago, got rid of it because it was in terrible shape. I found this. This is the Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab copy, and man, it sounds good. Really good. I got this for 20 bucks there, perfect condition. Can't go wrong there. I also got Milestones by Miles Davis. I've been really into jazz lately. I mean, it's almost all I've been listening to lately, but this one is a little bit rough shape, but I mean, it was a pretty good price on it. And it is what I believe to be an original. Got that 6i Columbia label on it. Sounds okay. When Miles kind of hits some of the higher notes with his trumpet, kind of gets a little distorted, which kind of bugs me, but I'm going to try and maybe look for another copy eventually that's better shape and see if there's any differences. I don't know if this one's just been played so many times or what, but it has some sound quality issues. If you guys know anything about that and these albums, just let me know. I'd like to know about it. Let's see what else I got to get there. Let's see. I bought this there. This was really cheap. It's a reissue. I guess the new 180 gram or whatever they put out of Van Halen's 1984. So now I also used to have it, got rid of. Got this in the dollar section, Sonny Stitt. This is, I guess, one of his later albums. Stomp Off, Let's Go. Looks pretty interesting. It actually is pretty decent. 4 songs, each about 10 minutes long. So that's what I got at that store. Can be a little pricey because the guy knows what he's got, but I mean, he's got records you don't see super often. So if you're ever in that area, check it out. It's called Wild Honey Records. Next stuff, this is just from a bunch of different stores. I got a couple online purchases as well, which I haven't done in a really long time. Got this for $2. Billy Squier, Here and Now. Not really crazy big fan of this guy. I like one of his albums, and this is a later album, and you don't see it too often, so I decided to pick it up for $2. This is a cool one. Bunny Wailer, Protest. Pretty sure he was in the original Wailers with Bob Marley and Peter Tosh, I believe. I could be wrong. This is a pretty good reggae album. One of those that, if you're not really into reggae, you wouldn't really know what it is. But if you like reggae, give that one a try. This one I used to have as well. Absolutely Live. Really nice copy of this. Yeah, I'm sure everyone's seen that album. This is a reissue. Really like to get an original of this, but it's Archie Shep, Yasmina, a Black Woman. Really crazy spiritual jazz kind of stuff. Later, I think he played with John Coltrane a little bit later on. But this is a crazy album. It was Really good price too. $16 for a brand new reissue. I will say I'm gonna have to listen to another version of this, maybe MP3 or something, to see, because this doesn't have the best sound quality. The sticker on the front said it was audiophile quality, but I don't know if this album just wasn't recorded super well or what. But some of the low, loud sax parts can distort a little bit. But if that's just the album, that's just the album. Got this. This is a cool find. Thelonious Monk, Monk's Moods. This is an original. I think their very first release of this had a different cover. And this. I think this is the first issue of this version. That's what I'm trying to say. I could be wrong. Tell me if I am. Don't mind to be wrong. It's on Prestige, and it's actually pretty decent shape. Got those old Prestige labels. So that was a cool find. I'm always looking for kind of stuff like that because I don't really have a ton of that stuff. Found this is a repress, later Columbia issue, Lady in Satin, Billie Holiday. Not my cup of tea, but decent to put on every once in a while. I tend to like, the jazz that you think of when you think of jazz. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like I said, not too bad. It was really a good price too, so that's why I picked it up. This is one of my internet buys. Saw it for a great price on eBay, and it was about to end. No bids on it, so I just threw a bid out there and got it. I think I paid $10 for this. Nobody had bid on it for some reason. This is, I'm not sure if this is original or not, but it's one of the earlier pressings of this, Meditation by John Coltrane. And it's actually pretty decent shape. I mean, the record has a couple small, which I'm one of these guys that I don't like scratches on my records at all. But with some of this jazz stuff, you have to kind of get ones that have maybe a couple little scratches on them. Like this one. This one's got some hairlines and stuff on it. And really, it doesn't really pick up too much on the player, but you can probably tell me if that's, I don't think that's original. Maybe second press or something. You jazz people can tell me. I'm just now kind of really getting into jazz. I've always liked jazz, but not really have ever gotten into it the way I am getting into it now. But when I first heard this album 8 years ago, I thought, what in the world am I listening to? But kind of understanding it a lot better now. So got that. Next up, it's another internet buy. I don't know if I showed this in my last video. I could have. I don't remember. But Lush Life, John Coltrane. This is the Jazz Wax Records edition. There's several versions of this on Amazon. This is the one I read that had the better reviews and stuff on it, so I decided to go with this one. Which, it's not bad. I mean, it sounds pretty good. It says audiophile grade pure virgin vinyl. One pressing limited edition. It's got a bonus track on it as well. I haven't heard the other reissues of this. I don't know how good they sound. This one, like I said, sounds pretty good, but let's see the song. The bonus track and Train Slow Blues, which is the same song as the bonus track. There's a lot of microphone sibilance in there. You can really hear the tape or something in there, especially when he's hitting the ride. You can really hear the sibilance in that, which can be kind of distracting for people that listen more closely to the quality of recording. Does bug me a little bit, but I'm perfectly fine with just putting this on, like if you're doing house chores or something. it can get, like I said, it can get a little annoying listening, just sitting down and listening to the actual record. But everyone knows this record that's into Coltrane. Great record. Last one I got here, and I might have other ones, I just don't remember. I don't really keep my records out that I buy. I kind of just go ahead and put them up after the first listen, and then I forget where they are in my collection. So this one's pretty cool. It's a compilation. Yusef Lateef, Plays for Lovers. That's the name of them. There's a couple different artists that have this same name as a compilation. The place that I went to had several of his albums, including some of the original Prestige ones, but they were just, they were charging $20 for a record that was destroyed, so I just can't justify that. This one's pretty decent, pretty good shape. It's not just decent, it's actually really good shape. But it was like $15 or something. Rather would have had one of his original albums, but this one will do. Which this one has some sound quality issues to me. It's always the main solo instrument that just kind of bugs me on some of these. His sax on a couple songs can start doing that distortion, which I know it's not my needle or my cartridge, because all my clean records that I have don't do this. So I know it's an issue with the records, which it could just be they were played bad. It could be a bad pressing. I don't know. You guys that have had these albums for years can probably tell me a little bit more information about that stuff. But yeah, so that's all I got for this week. Actually starting to post some albums kind of once every couple days, or hopefully once every day. Just post albums on Instagram. It's my username, or whatever you call it, is Sir Charles Simmerly. It's Sir _Charles _Simmerly. So if you want to check that out, find me on there, and you won't be disappointed. And thanks for watching.